What's up? I'm going to redo a video that I recently did, and it's just going to be rifle to pistol transitions. So yeah, hope this helps somebody out there. First step you really want to do is figure out how you're going to stow your rifle. And what I mean by that is, how are you going to set your rifle down, whether it be straight down here, ejection port down, and when you throw the ejection port, it kind of cranks the rifle this way, which is what I like, because if you're walking, that's pretty beneficial right there. So you're not, versus just sitting it straight down here, you can kind of like smack your shin with it. Now I'll tell you a way I don't really like is bringing it all the way over, and the only reason is because it kind of binds up on my magazines here. So if that works for you, cool, do it. I'm just going to show you the mechanics behind everything. Now I will tell you this, I think it looks silly when people are running it and they literally just throw their gun. They're like, I think that looks silly. I think it's you're not really controlling your rifle, and if you throw it all the way back there, it's just you have to do more to grab the gun. So figure out how you're going to stow your rifle. Don't let anyone tell you this way's wrong, because it's not. You can still grab the gun up fine. Same with this. Only thing is you got to turn it when you do it that way. All right, second tip, learn how to grab your pistol without looking at your holster. Now, see, I don't have a cap or anything on here. I don't have to press anything. So how I grab my pistol is I like to touch this part of my thumb on the base back plate and beaver tail there. That way when I draw, I can roll, and it's just like proper grip every time. Now, if you have a holster where you have to press, then you're gonna seat your, so if you have to press something, your hand's probably gonna be in already where it needs to be as far as grip. So figure out how you're gonna stow your rifle, learn how to draw your pistol without looking at your holster. Easy as can be. Burn through the reps, that's all there is to it. Also, I will say, good habit to build is hitting the safety select on this, because here's my reasoning. First off, that's how I've learned from like literally every gun person that seems to know what the fuck they're talking about. But here's my argument for it. Say if you have a malfunction in your gun, you don't really know, right? But say if you do have a malfunction, and the malfunction is a round didn't chamber fully. And we all know shit like that happens. This is why God gave us the forward assist. But say you have a malfunction and you don't hit that safety, right? Say you go to drop your gun, whichever way you do. What if the movement from the gun banging on something chambers the round? Now you're at a risk for a negligent discharge. And that's the last thing you want to happen. You have a gun pointed at your feet or your teammates' feet or whoever it is you're with. So practice hitting the safety. It is not hard. All you have to do is, as soon as you go to bring the gun down, whichever way you're going to do it, it's in the motion. You just got to fling that. See, it's so easy, and it adds a little bit of time at first, then it just gets locked in. Burn the motions. Learn how to flick it to fire as you present your gun. Burn the reps. That's all there is to it. Why do you transition? Well, I don't know. Like I just said, malfunction. Gun's out of ammo. You need bullets right then and there. So it could save your life. This drill could probably save your life if you're in the military or law enforcement or anything. I'm not in any of those. I'm just a civilian who likes to shoot, and I've progressed, so I feel like maybe I have a little bit of weight when it comes to giving some info on these things, because they work for me. So burn the reps. Also, something you should get good at as well is learning how to check your rifle, aka the check drill. And all that consists of is just basically one more step. You will have to reholster your pistol, so you should try to learn to reholster it without looking at your holster. That way you don't keep you're not really taking your eyes off the target. But if you have to just give it a quick little glance to ensure it goes in good, I mean, what's that gonna do? That's no harm, you know? So what a check drill is basically this right here. Okay? Guns out, malfunction. Safety, stow, rifle. Before I even let go of the rifle, I have my hand on my pistol. As soon as I flick the safety, I'm going for the pistol. Before the rifle is completely out of my hand, I already have the pistol drawn. That way all I have to do is let go, proper grip, finish what I have to do. Now something else that's good to learn is hitting a tack reload. And all there is you're basically just refilling the gun, because remember, secondary gets you back to your primary. That way, if you're in a crazy situation, you're not going to count how many shots. Maybe you can count the shots, but usually you're not. So all you're doing is refilling this so you know for sure in your mind that you have a full secondary pistol for when you go to it. And the check drill is just bringing the gun up, identifying the problem, and if it's a malfunction, you clear it. If it's new, if you need ammo, you load the gun. So I will do one in motion just so you can see what that looks like. Remember, as I'm presenting the rifle, I'm flicking the safety to fire. As I'm stowing the rifle, I'm flicking it to safe. All right? Remember that. All right, check drill. Keep the pistol pointed at the target. Identify. There it is. Stow pistol. Get back to work. That's all there is to it. Run those reps and practice, practice, practice. I get a lot of comments about how dry firing is kind of pointless, and you know, it's okay to be wrong. Dry firing is not pointless, not even in the slightest. You are building muscle memory of mechanics. You are doing conscious movements that turn into unconscious movements as you keep doing it. And what I mean by that is conscious movements is at first you have to think of everything that you have to do. But the more you do it, the more it becomes unconscious. You don't have to think about it. It's just burned into you and it becomes easy, right? Okay. Figure it out. Have fun. Be safe.